everyone, Mary here, and welcome to a new edition of Books and Cookies Book Talk. I have decided to make a follow-up for my reader problems video because there are a lot of issues that we have. So here is reader problems part 2. First up, we have running out of room on our bookshelves. Either if it's because we had a huge book haul or because we had a birthday and we got a ton of books from a lot of people, or because we simply haven't bought enough bookshelves in a while, all of a sudden there is absolutely no more room left. And it's annoying because you rearrange them, you figure out a way to make them all fit, but at the same time, eventually you will run out of room. Number 2 is being interrupted while reading. No, I don't care what you have to say to me. I don't care if the house is on fire, I don't care if the apocalypse is coming, I don't care if there are dinosaurs running around again. If you see me with my nose stuck in a book, you leave me the fuck alone. Don't come near me. I will not pay attention to what you're saying. I will not care what you are saying. If something important is happening in the book that I'm reading, everything will just fly past me. This is something that is a problem, especially if you read while on public transport, as I often do. I'm reading on the train and then someone decides that it would be a good idea to ask me something or to try and make small talk. I hate it. I hate it. This is my reading time. This is maybe the only time that I manage to read something while in a day, and I will not have someone next to me that I don't even know interrupt me while reading. If you see me reading, you shut up, you turn around, and you keep going. And then go some more, and then keep going, and shut up. Number 3 is lending books and either not getting them back or getting them back damaged. This is something that is really scary for me, which is why I never lend my books. If I've known you for 20 years, I will not lend you my books. They're my babies, they're my most prized possessions, and I am so scared that because accidents happen, it doesn't even have to be on purpose. If you damage a certain book, it doesn't have to be on purpose. Accidents happen and it kills me if something happens to them. I have damaged books of my own and I have felt horrible, and I do not want anyone else to do that for me. So it's enough of a risk that I am handling them. And if you're rude about it and you say, oh, it's nothing, oh, what are you getting so worked up about, you'll have to deal with a headache from the book banging I will give you. Next up, people saying that you read too much, or people actually criticizing the fact that you're reading. No, you do not do that. If I shut up about your fascination and research with the mating habits of the sea dragon, which is apparently a thing, you will shut up about the time that I spend reading. If I'd rather stay in on a Friday night and read than go out somewhere or go to a party, it's my choice and you have to deal with it. Next up is moving, either to a new apartment, a new state, a new country, or whatever. You suddenly are going to realize that 90% or maybe more of the boxes that you will carry to the said new location are composed of books that you own, and then that's when you realize exactly how many books you actually have. And it's a struggle because you have to pack them, then unpack them, then rearrange the bookshelves and figure out where you're going to get enough boxes to actually carry the books that you have. And then something happens to them while you're moving. Avoid moving at all costs. Next up, having people come to you and tell you that it's just a book, stop getting so worked up about it. This is something that is really bothersome because books are actually my friends. Books have gotten me through dark times. Books have been there for me when I needed an escape, when I needed to unwind, when I needed to just get away from life, from my problems. And having someone come up to me and tell me that it's just a book, why am I getting so worked up about something that's happening on a piece of paper, I go ballistic. Just don't do it. Don't disrespect me like that. especially to a bookworm or to someone that you see reading every single day, to come up to them and tell them, it's just a book, get over yourself. Hell no. Another problem is never getting the chance to reread your favorite book for the first time. You only realize it's your favorite book once you're either close to finishing it or have actually finished it, because you start processing and you start figuring out that, oh my god, this is the most amazing book I have ever read. And you can't undo it. You can't go back and read it again. It's impossible. The only thing that you can do is reread it and try and find the magic that drew you in the first time. And it's just so sad. I wish there was a way that we could reread our favorite books again. That would be something that would be so freaking amazing, to just be able to experience everything for the first time again. I wish something like this could happen. I think every book lover would want something like this. Next up, having to stop reading for whatever reason. Either you got to your destination, or your boss walked in, or you have to start doing the things that you need to do in order to function as a human being. And it's so annoying, because this is something that happens to me a lot because I use public transportation. And I get so enraptured with the book, I'm so focused on what I'm reading, and then I realize it's my stop and it's the middle of a super awesome scene, and I have to close the book and go to work. And that's awful, because I can't read while I'm walking because I'm a disaster on 2 feet and might as well just throw myself in front of a bus, because it'll happen anyway if I'm reading while I'm walking. I don't want to be a functioning adult. I just want to sit and read and find out what the hell happens to my characters. Oh, put a pause on life. Just let me finish my book and then we can go on. Next up, book hangovers that are so bad that throw you in the most awful reading slump ever. You read an awesome book. It's fantastic. It's everything you have been looking for. But then it's over, and you just sit there and you start wondering, what am I going to do now? You try reading something else, but it doesn't click. You keep thinking back to the characters, to the plot, to everything that made the book before it be as awesome as it was. And it's just so frustrating, because you want to read but nothing clicks. Nothing is awesome, and you just sit there and you just sit there frustrated. Because it's awful. I mean, I didn't ask for this. I wanted to keep reading. Why was that book so awesome that it ruined every other book that I want to read in the foreseeable future? Last but not least, so many books, so little time. This is something that's sad, but it's the reality. We get older every day. There are so many amazing books that come out every day. At the same time, we have life going on. We have a family, we have jobs, we have school. We have being a human that factors into all this. And as much as we'd love to just sit all day and read, unfortunately, we can't do it. And we have to come to terms with the fact that we will not be able to read absolutely everything that comes out, absolutely everything that has been written until now. But at the same time, we can damn well enjoy the ride. So keep reading, guys, and just have fun. So I guess this is it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I would love to hear about any other reader problems that you have experienced. Just leave them down in the comments. And I'll see you guys next time. And remember, books for the soul, cookies for the tummy. Bye everyone!